once we begin to drive through the neighborhood, I'm like, wow, this neighborhood has potential. A lot of the homes are not vacant, they're occupied, but they have little blotted areas where it needs little tender love and care. I was a part of the first cohort for the Real Estate Fellows in Venture competition here at the University of Baltimore.
The pitch competition was a 10-week program in which the Real Estate and Economic Development Board of Advisors selected a handful of mentors that came in and taught us basically the process of the proper way to develop in a neighborhood.
One of the things that I've learned by going into communities is that every community is desperate for resources. And what's fantastic about these real estate fellows is that they themselves represent the resources for communities. The knowledge that they have, the skills that they've gained, the entrepreneurial spirit that they bring to these neighborhoods is precisely the kind of expertise that some of our communities are looking for. What the competition did was basically make a clear linkage between our fellows and the Baltimore Community Lending to potentially go into a relationship on financing a potential development project. And that generally takes a long time if we didn't kind of create this mentorship program.
I was on a team of 3 undergraduate students. David Faraz and William Casey were my partners. We selected a number of vacant properties in Cherry Hill. With all the recent development, such as the 21st Century School being done, kind of determined that renovating the vacant homes to provide teacher housing was going to be the best project to go forth with.
I ran a pro forma, created a real estate business plan, and targeted the neighborhood of Upton. 30% of that neighborhood has vacant buildings. So I think there's some opportunity there. And I ran numbers on redeveloping a cluster of 10 townhomes on a one block of houses facing each other.
I knew right then and there, as we drove through Forest Park, that this is the place that I wanted to focus on. I found 3 properties there. Then I began to call around and ask different general contractors what's some of the work that needs to be done. One thing that was key in the program is we had to sit through these different workshops and learn about the theory behind it. But then when we actually went out into the field, we took that theory and started to apply it. When you think about school, you think about college overall, you're learning theories. And then when do you actually get the time to apply those theories? And we actually were able to apply it while we're still learning as students.
The University of Baltimore is an incredible institution that provides the most opportunity that it's capable of providing to its students.
One thing that was fascinating was that I had people involved in the real estate field come to me to figure out how they could meet the fellows. It was very interesting and unexpected that we would actually get other folks in the real estate field wanting us to incubate this kind of program. So we absolutely know that there is a desire for this project to go on, and we hope to do this every year moving forward.